Hey guys, it's Candy and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to do another Candy's Corner. I've only done a couple of these on my channel so far, and I have so many still really good emails that you guys have sent in to me. Some of them are back from September. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to post another Candy's Corner, but this was one of the really main reasons I wanted to start my own personal channel, was to be able to chat with you guys, and I loved the idea of answering questions that you guys have for me. So I thought today I'm gonna try to multitask. We'll see how this goes. I thought I would answer a couple questions and also get some of my wrapping done. My closet here is a disaster, and we're having a party tomorrow with a whole bunch of friends, and I know Ken's gonna want to show everybody the house. We have a lot of friends that haven't seen our house yet, and I'll show you guys. I literally have just been storing all of my presents up here so far, and I already have a pile started down here on the floor. So I figured rather than taking all of this out of here and hiding it down in the basement, I might as well just start wrapping some presents and getting them under the tree. So one of the emails I wanted to answer is from Mary, and she sends a really nice message in the beginning. We're gonna skip that part. And thank you so much, Mary, for commenting all the time and also posting on Twitter. Yes, I have seen your posts. And her question is, I'm 16 years old, and it's weird to think that in 2 years I'm going to be an adult and have a job and be in college, etc. I would love for you to do a chit chat on your experiences at our age and your first job, and all of that would be so fun. So my first job, I actually worked at a hospital. I knew that when I was in high school, well, I shouldn't say I knew. I thought when I was in high school that I wanted to be a physical therapist when I went to college. And so I definitely wanted to try to get my foot in the door at a local hospital. And actually now it's changed though, because all of the hospitals around here won't hire anyone until they're 18 years old. So I got pretty lucky that I was able to find something when I was 16. I worked in the dietary department, which is the part of the hospital that serves the meals to all the patients. And I worked for 9 months in what they call like the kitchen, and basically we like worked on like a serving line. So like when I was in school, I would only work like 4 to 8, and you would work like a serving tray would go down this conveyor belt, and you would put whatever their food selections were on the tray. So like maybe there was 2 options that night, Salisbury steak or chicken. And if you were at the meat station, you had to look at the tray, see what the patient circled, and then put that food choice on their tray. And there was like meat station, vegetable station, drink station, dessert station. I think that might be it. Oh, there was like soups, and I forget what else. So I basically did that for 9 months, and then somehow I got lucky enough. This is one of the times in my life I feel like I got really lucky, because I only made, I think it was $4.25 an hour, I think was minimum wage. This would have been back in 1988 when I was 16 years old. I was born in 72, if you're trying to do the math. But there was an opening in the dietary office. And basically what that position was is, first of all, I got a raise, which was super cool, because most of the time at 16 years old, all you really can do is make a minimum wage. And so I got a raise, and then I got to work in an office, like, trying to think, there wasn't really a computer. There was like this really old-fashioned style, like, printer, and gosh, I'm trying to think of how we even printed these labels. We like printed labels with the patient names and room numbers, and then we had this whole card system. Like, God, I would love to go into the dietary department at a hospital now and see how much different it is now that everything's computerized, because everything was on these like cards. So you had to flip a card, you know. Ann Smith in room 502, she's on a salt restricted diet. Then you'd have to like flip it, and then you'd have the next patient, John Miller, he's on a diabetic diet, and you would have to go through and flip through their menus and make sure that they weren't making any selections of foods that they couldn't have. And then you had to go collect the menus. That was something you had to do. And then even after the patient filled out their menu, you had to flip back through them again to make sure they weren't, like if they were on a 1800 calorie diet, like you had to make sure they didn't make too many selections. You might have had to like cross things out, that sort of thing. So I really liked the job a lot. I really liked the people I worked with. I was one of the younger people that worked there. There were people in my like department that were quite a bit older than me and had worked there for a long time. So that was pretty cool. And I remember I worked there all the way through. I was in college and I ended up going to nursing school instead of physical therapy, because physical therapy back then, even in the early 1990s, was just as difficult to get into as it is today. It was very competitive. You had to have practically like a 3.8 grade point average, and I would say like slightly above average student, but I definitely was not a straight A student. And as soon as I found out that it was that competitive, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get a 3.8 in college. So I didn't want to like go through 2 years of college and then not get in physical therapy and then not know what to do. So I switched to nursing instead. So yeah, I went to nursing school at the University of Toledo, so I still lived at home because I lived in Toledo at the time. I stayed living with my parents the whole time I was in college. And I got through 3.5 years of nursing school. I was halfway through my clinicals where you had to like learn how to give shots and do vitals. And gosh, I'm trying to think of how far I got. I never learned how to draw blood. That was at the very end. I didn't get to that part, but I only had a year to go in my clinical that I was in the last semester of college. I got an A in the like actual like clinical part of it, like the hands-on part in the hospital, but I failed my final exam, and it was all on oncology, and it still is like gives me a sour taste in my throat even today, because I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't finish college. I never got loans for college. I paid for it myself. The hospital that I worked at reimbursed me 25% of my college every semester as long as I got a C or better. I think it was C or better. I don't know if it was B or C, but here's another thing that's kind of funny. The University of Toledo back then when I was in college in 1991 to 93 was only $1,000 a semester. So this shows you how much the cost of college has gone up over the years, because I know Andrew's at UT now and it's like $10,000 a semester, and he's got a scholarship that pays for a lot of it, so he's lucky there. But yeah, the price has gone up quite a bit over the years. Granted, it's been quite a long time ago. Yeah, when I failed that last class, I was still working in the dietary department, and I was like, well, what should I do? Should I just pick a different major because I have all these credits? And so there was hardly any classes left, so I had really classes that I didn't want. I remember a psychology class, which I'd already taken psychology. I had a film or drama class, which I would have probably been horrible at because I don't like, back then I was like super shy and did not like to like talk in front of people. And not that it wasn't like drama, like get up on stage and act out things. It was like to learn about drama, like the history of drama. And but it still said like class participation required. So anyways, to kind of fast forward, I enrolled in all those classes because I had already paid and everything, and 2 weeks into them I ended up dropping out and getting my money back since I dropped out like early enough. And I said, forget it. All I really care about is getting married and having kids and being a mom. And at the time, Andrew's dad and I, we had already been dating since junior year of high school. And we had gotten engaged, and we just decided that we were going to focus on, like, he was working, he had a good job, and I was just going to get a full-time job, and we saved money to pay for our wedding, and we bought a house. And a year or so after we got married, I got pregnant with Andrew, and that, like, my life just took a complete 180, and I never ended up finishing college. And I really wish I would have, even if today, like, even if my path of my life would have still gone the same direction, I still feel like, you know, it would have been nice to have that college degree and finish college. So my advice to anyone would always be, like, if you're in school, you're taking classes, even if you don't know what you want to get your degree in, just get your degree in something. Like, especially if you're already like halfway through or something like that, just get, you know, I know people that have got like a bachelor's in communications or a bachelor in business, or, you know, just something, because it's later on in life you'll regret not finishing. Yeah, I guess it probably wraps up that story, and I probably talked way too much as usual, and I think I'm only going to get to that one question for this video. Otherwise it was going to end up being way too long, and I really want to share my giveaway with you guys in this video, so let me get to that. Took my sweatshirt off because I was getting warm. Now it's getting chilly again. So Carly did a little giveaway on her channel. That was a Ulta haul. If you guys haven't checked that out, be sure to do so. So I also picked up some things from Ulta and want to do a little giveaway for you guys here on my channel. So the first thing that I have is this Tarte eyeshadow palette, and it's called Pro To Go. And I just love these shades of eyeshadow. These are probably the style of colors that I use. So if your taste is way different than mine, you may not love this. And then I have a mascara by Lancome, and it's called Monsieur Big Mascara. And it is in the new black, number 01. The next thing I have is by Philosophy, and it's their Amazing Grace. There's one that's the shampoo, bath, and shower gel, and then the next one is the firming body emulsion. And I also got a hand cream similar to Carly's, except mine is the winter vanilla scent. And I also got an EOS, and mine is raspberry pomegranate. Nope, pomegranate raspberry. So one of those. And last but not least, a mask. This is the brightening sheet mask, the panda one. Animal panda face. Restores dull and rough skin while evening skin tone and texture. So perfect for the winter time if it's winter and dry and cold where you live, like it is here. So those are my products for my first giveaway. I'm gonna have another one coming up sometime next week. I'm doing my best to try to get these done for you guys before Christmas. And with the mail the way it is busy around the holidays, you may not actually get it by Christmas, but you'll know if you won or not by Christmas. So I will put the link down in the description below for you to enter. The only two things that you have to do to enter is be subscribed to my channel here on Candyland, and you have to leave a comment down below on, let's see, how about you comment what your favorite go-to beauty product is? It could be anything. It could be your foundation, eyeshadow, mascara, whatever. Share with me what your favorite makeup product is, and those are the two things you have to do. And then you can also earn additional entries by subscribing to our family nest, following me, which my account for Twitter is our family nest, Instagram is our family nest, Facebook, our family nest. I don't have separate accounts for my personal channel. Those are all the places I post. But if you follow me on social media, you get additional entries. So there's several ways that you can enter. But like I said, only two things that you absolutely have to do. So good luck to you guys. I hope you're having fun preparing for the holidays and not pulling your hair out trying to get everything done. I know especially us women always seem to have way more on our plates than anyone else because, I don't know, we just have to balance it all. Shopping for everybody, parents, kids, relatives. Like, why is it all our job? I would love to know that. So anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Make it a great day, and I will see you in my next video.